Hello, everybody, and welcome into February 24th, 2024. It is Saturday. Hello, everybody, and welcome into February 24th, 2024. It is Saturday. Hello, everybody, and welcome into February 24th, 2024. It is Saturday. That took care of the echo. We have Rich, we have Greg, we have Sin already in chat in Zoom this evening. Good evening to you all. Well, I'm going to have to shrink that down a little bit to make that work. Bless you.
Hello.
Let's see if I can make this one work a little bit better here. There we go. That works a little bit better. Yes, we visited with the grandchildren today, and the newest grandson is starting to walk just a little bit, both on his own and with a little bit of assistance from, whatever, just happens to be there to help him out at the time. Greg was first tonight. First. Got you guys again. Congratulations. What'd you do? Sit around just waiting all day, watching YouTube, waiting for the notification?
Oh, I was busy. I went outside and raked up all the straw that they put down, bird seed out, and I cleaned my son's closet again. What else did I do? Oh, I washed and waxed my floors.
And you have been a busy man last few days. We didn't do a whole lot of anything. We went to visit the grandchildren, spent about 2 hours over there, had a great time. Then we went to Walmart, tried an experiment, see how the night goes as far as with my legs cramping and all that. Hopefully if the experiment works out, then my theory of it's Walmart's floors will be absolutely 100% correct. And I'll verify that by the next time I go to Walmart. I won't do what we did today. And then if I get cramps that night, then that'll pretty much concrete it. No pun intended. No pun intended at all. That will lock it in, so to speak. Ski Man is watching a great movie from 2001. He dropped a link over in the chat. Artificial Intelligence, AI. Really good movie. Tim Tech says hello. Sam says hello. Hello, Sam. Sam just joined us. Hello, Chris.
Hey.
Over in the Zoom chat.
Hello.
Ghetto Fortnite says hi, everyone. So he must be multitasking or he ended his live stream, one or the other. And I doubt he ended the live stream because he just started it a little less than an hour ago. Oh, Mike Wojcik says hi, everybody. The Bronc 9 says hi, everybody. Hello, Mike. Hello, Bronc 9. Good to see both of you over in the chat. Chris, I've got a question. You don't necessarily have to answer it right now. You can wait until after the stream is over, but the voice message that you sent on the Zoom Homies Facebook chat, could you give me the timestamp for that, please?
I would have to find it.
Oh, I thought you might know where it was at. Was it toward the end or?
No, in the beginning.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I'll have to. Well, I watched it from the beginning and I didn't hear anything along those lines. Huh. Maybe I'll have to rewatch it from the beginning. I don't know. William's joining us. Hello, William.
Hello.
William and I played a little bit of Fortnite earlier today, before we had to go away. Alex Cheek is joining us. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
What are you up to?
Oh, nothing. I was on Doug's earlier today.
Yep.
Most of the parts came in for the Wi-Fi at the church, except for one I'm still waiting on.
Well, that's good that they're there. The one will be there Monday or Tuesday, correct?
Should be there Monday. But yeah, I say there, it's really here. I mean, because it's coming to our house.
Right.
Not the church, obviously, because nobody's there.
Yeah, it would be stolen by the people that are driving through your yard.
And just about each one of those pieces of equipment's at least $100. So there's $500 worth of equipment sitting in there in a box on the counter. And surprisingly, it all came in one big box. It didn't come in several boxes like I thought it was going to.
It just came from the same place then. They didn't have to have it shipped in from different places. That's all that means. Yeah, I knew you were on Doug's. I watched a little bit of it this afternoon before I left.
Well, surprisingly on Zoom it was only me, Doug, Gary, and Mike.
Yeah, I seen Mike Wojcik was there. I knew you were there. And then,
No one else was on the Zoom on Doug's today. No Joshy, no Bobby, no Tim.
huh. I think Josh did something with his wife. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think he mentioned the other night he had something going on with her today.
Yeah.
So,
10. That might have been after the 40-minute mark.
all right, I'll check it out later. Thank you.
Let me tell you something funny. Apparently, your doctor, I don't know if any of y'all's doctors in any of y'all's dentist office does this, but my mom, she had given me, she found like 3 or 4 gift cards in her wallet that she hadn't used, so she gave them to me. And one of them, this is surprising. One of them was a Walmart gift card, but it was a special Walmart gift card only to be used, that was given to her by a dentist office. It could only be used. It could only be used to buy floss, toothpaste, and toothbrushes.
A Walmart gift card with restrictions.
They can only be used to buy toothbrushes, toothpaste, and floss.
So, like I said, it's a Walmart gift card with restrictions. You're restricted on what you can buy.
Have y'all ever heard of anything like that, or gotten any card like that?
Nope.
No, I haven't either.
Not unless the manufacturer's gift card or some type.
It was some kind of.
I always get $100 gift cards from Walmart on my Microsoft account. It's just a scam.
Alice, I've heard of that before. Dentists doing that.
Wonder how they restrict it. That'd be interesting to know.
Well, I tried to add it. I tried to check the balance of it. I didn't realize when she first gave it to me. I didn't realize it was restricted. And so I went to try to go to Walmart and type the card number in to check the balance, and it would not take it. And then I looked at the card more closely, and it said $10, only to be used for toothbrushes, toothpaste, and floss.
Yeah, well, if you can only buy specific items, it's restricted. You don't have the ability to buy anything but those items.
Walmart, dentists used to give away that stuff free anyway, so now I guess they're giving
the equivalent to. Yep, it could be.
She also had a McDonald's. She also had a normal Walmart gift card, which that one I was able to add to my account online. So that's a free $10.94. And then she had a gift card to the restaurant down the road I like to go to. That's another free $10. And she had a McDonald's gift card I wasn't able to get to work. It said that it was invalid or whatever. We don't go to McDonald's anymore anyway. So
Possibly expired.
Yeah.
Bobby Warren says, "Hey Ken, hey Bobby." Tim Tech Wiz says, "How can I send a super chat at this current moment in time? You cannot send a super chat. I'm not monetized yet. I have not put in for monetization yet. If you would like to send me a gift card, send me an Amazon gift card or send me a PayPal. That would be the only two ways that you can right now because that's the only thing that I have. As most of you know, I am considering monetization. I think if I hit 1,600 subscribers, then I'm going to monetize. Don't ask me why 1,600 because there's no rhyme or reason for that. No, that option is not there. Mike Wojcik says he's never heard of anything like that either. I haven't either. That's kind of interesting. But to answer Tim's question is that for super chat cannot be done right now. Maybe in a couple weeks it's a possibility, but as of right now, it just can't be done. I thank you. I appreciate the offer. But give me about, I don't know, I'm going to guess 50 more subscribers or so. And that doesn't mean go find me 50 subscribers. It's just, that's about how many subscribers I'm short of 1,600. When I checked this afternoon, I was at 1,535, I believe. And I haven't looked. Yeah, ski man. Yeah. It's amazing where it's at. Currently it's at 1,545. So 55 more subscribers and I will put in for monetization. Mrs. K seems to think that's going to happen by Monday morning or so, and I don't think so. The subscriber train seems to have slowed down quite a bit. It's still going on. I'm still getting subscribers, but I'm just not getting them as in the bunch as I was before. And that's fine. I have no issues with that whatsoever. So, but thank you, Tim. Thank you so much. It was good spending time with the grandkids. I did just get a message right before I went live that Bob and Sandy Cookman, the people we went to visit yesterday, are both down in bed with strep throat. That is not good news. I wouldn't wish any kind of illness upon anybody, but especially for Bob and Sandy to have that's got to be rough. So
Well, if you've been around them, that's not good.
yeah, that thought entered my head as well, Chris. I hope that all of us that were there and visiting are actually okay. I don't want that to sound as greedy as it does, but
If it's actually COVID, you never know.
yeah, it's hard to say. I guess it was confirmed to be strep throat, and we'll just go with what they said. BH Ringer is in the chat room house. Hello, BH Ringer. Good to see him. Tomorrow's going to be another day of, this will be 3 days that we've done something on all 3 days off, because at noon we are playing golf. Mrs. K is going to swing a couple clubs, and I'll sneak in a video or two somehow. I'll make sure
She's
the
gonna
phone is
swing
charged.
clubs at you.
Yes, she is. Yeah. No, Chris, no, that's not what I meant. She's going to actually attempt, I mean, she's going to hit a golf ball. We found an excellent spot this afternoon to record small airplanes landing and taking off. And we might do that a little bit tomorrow afternoon after playing golf. And then my next adventure is I want to go out to the international airport and see if I can find a spot where I can catch them landing as well. You can't get both because it's an international airport. It's too big. You're either going to watch them land or you're going to watch them take off.
You might see Tim Sal.
Just might. I just might. I was thinking about him today for some reason. I was also thinking about Jose. I saw across my news feed where there was a head-on collision in Madera, California, which I guess is north of Fresno, and it killed 10 people. You know, the only reason that stuck out in my mind was Jose's all the time joking with us about where he's from, one of the M cities, and it's not Madeira. So hopefully he's fine. Robert Michael joins us in the house. I'm going out on a limb and saying he's off tonight as well, but I'm not sure. Mrs. K switches her schedule so many times, I don't know if they still are on the same schedule or not. But it's good to see Robert Michael over in the chat room. I'm slowly speeding up the process of moving everybody from the old Facebook account to the new Facebook account. So if you get a new friends request that says it's for me, it's for me. If I get one I don't know who it is and you're friends with someone else that I know, for example, I got one today from one of Mrs. K's friends, and I immediately asked her to get in touch with them to see if it was legitimate or not, and sure enough, it was legitimate, so I did accept that. Robert says he's off. That's good.
There's a fake message going around that Gmail is going to close.
Really? I had not seen or heard that yet.
That's BS.
Yeah, it's fake, I know. That's why I know it's fake.
Well, have to go back to the old postal system. They the old stamp 3 days from here to 10 miles away. Or we could be like Brian and sends it to Sacramento to send it back to where he lives. That was crazy listening to that story that night. Absolutely crazy. Doesn't surprise me. Not at all.
Or just get a guy on a horse and ride back and forth.
Be quicker sometimes, wouldn't it? Go back to the old telegraph system. Dots and dashes, beeps and whatever they were.
Telegraph machine probably wouldn't even work now.
Oh, I don't know. It might. Hey, Chris, have you been able to log into anything that Jim's doing?
No, I didn't ever set it up. I have to set up that antenna I got, and the antenna's a cheap antenna, so I mean it may not pick him up.
Yeah. Just wondered.
I don't keep it up because it's a long wire, and I just don't keep it up because you never know when it might lightning or whatever run in.
Okay. Here's a
Grounded to be able to keep it up.
Here's a good question for everybody. Do you know what your state's official song is?
On my mind.
Probably not. Back home again in Indiana is probably Indiana's, if I had to take a wild guess. Since you've Googled it, am I right?
No, I don't know. I just know what Arkansas is.
Well, then we could all say yes, and you wouldn't know if we knew or not. Right?
Right.
What possessed
yes.
you to look up your state song?
Oh, I watch. There's some of these state trooper police videos that I watch of these police chases here in the state. Some of those videos put that song as in the credits at the end of the video.
Well, apparently our state song is not Back Home Again in Indiana, although it is mentioned. Our state song is On the Banks of the Wabash, Far Away. It was written in 1964, I believe it says. Yeah. On the banks of the Wabash. So I would have been wrong. That's
Alabama state song is actually not Sweet Home Alabama.
Well, I wonder why.
Well, it could be.
It's possible, sure. It is possible. Gatto saying, no more questions. We are closed for questions for the night. Ski Man dropped a link for some airplane spotting. I'll check that out later.
Alex, what is Arkansas state song?
It's called, believe it or not, it's called Arkansas, and then in parentheses, it's called You Run Deep in Me
No,
by
it's
Wayland,
called Old
Holyfield.
Arkansas. OH apostrophe Arkansas. That's
So
what Google says now.
The Easton Airport, the link that Ski Man picked. Oh, it's got 2 runways though. It looks like. I thought it only had 1. Because the place that I'm gonna go, the Greenwood local airport, it's only got one runway. And I can sit in Costco's parking lot and really get some good either snapshots or video of the planes landing.
I don't know if that's the only one, but that's the one they play at the end of the credits of these police chases that I watch. The link I posted.
Possibly could be that's the song they like at the end of their videos. We had an interesting morning this morning. We actually had the dreaded S word on the ground. Just a little dusting. But still, they land C-130s there all the time. Wow. That would be interesting to see. Ghetto says the Arkansas state song is called the Alex song. Yes, Robert, the S word. We actually had snow on the ground this morning. And first thing I thought about was, oh gosh, we're not going to get to play tomorrow, even though it's going to be 67 degrees at noon. But it quickly was gone. By the time we headed over to my son's house, there was no snow around to be found anywhere. Kids were outside playing, and Mrs. K about had a conniption fit about that, because apparently if it's chilly, they don't let your kids play outside. And they had coats on and gloves and hats, and they were not cold. That I can assure you of that. And they were having a very, very good time. Ski Man says, snow. Say it isn't snow. I mean, so. And that reminds me of a staff sergeant I was stationed with. Everything he said, he ended with, say it isn't so, lad. Say it isn't so. He was a good guy. VH Ringer. Yeah, I think I have seen this one.
The AT&T outage was caught. They think it was caused by application.
Was caused
Yeah,
by
that's
what, Chris?
that's what I've heard, or otherwise known as just a plain old software update.
A bad update, probably.
Oh, I heard it was human error.
Who knows? Who knows? They're probably running Windows 10 on the back end of the cell towers or whatever.
So
and Windows decided to do an upgrade. And Windows decided to do an upgrade in the middle of the night or whatever, because they got some kind of computers running, some kind of software running. They had to reboot. Last time I was at Walmart, physically at a Walmart, they had to reboot. I crashed the self-checkout, so they had to reboot the self-checkout, and the self-checkouts at Walmart run Windows 10.
So have you all of a sudden become the spokesperson for Windows 11? It seems like you're kind of down on Windows 10 these last couple few days.
No, I'm not. I still prefer Windows 10 over Windows 11, but the point is, it's Microsoft, so anything can happen.
Well, I believe nothing's going to happen until October of 2025, but you what, Chris?
I was asking Alex, with the one he built for his mother run Windows 11?
Yes, it will. when we built it, obviously Windows 11 wasn't out yet, but luckily Microsoft is graciously allowing eighth generation processors to go to 11, which
Okay,
that's what her computer has in it. So yes, it can go to 11. No motherboard swapping or CPU swapping required. Which that's a good thing. I asked William something. Did this is something random I came across that pertains to Florida? Um, did you know that in Florida, the state doesn't allow the transgenders to change their sex designation on their identification on their IDs or driver's licenses?
Yeah, there's one of the laws that many states have that affect different aspects of ID.
I just happened to run across that, and you just happened to be for Florida, but I haven't run across it for any other state yet.
It doesn't have to be the same quirk in the law. There could be, there are many quirks in the laws.
So embryos are humans now, or little children, they're calling them. Are they male or female?
I don't know at that stage of life can they be actually identified. I don't know. I'm not that up on
female, female.
I don't know. I wouldn't want you involved in that. I'm not a medical doctor.
it. Brock 9 says he's been watching a lot of the Ice Road Truckers. I used to watch that. I thought it was pretty interesting.
It was until they lost the truck.
As in through the ice?
Yeah,
Oh no. Anybody die or
Wow.
get hurt?
a couple guys got hurt.
Oh, okay. Well, at least they didn't die.
I may be getting more business in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I found one of our former church members messaged me today and told me her son needs hardware repairs done on his computer. And I explained to her that since I can't really do the hardware repairs myself, maybe it'd be a good idea if he comes over to help me do it. I can show him and walk him through it. And she says he would be up for it. So I may be getting more work in the next 2 or 3.
Alex,
2 or
you
3
can't
weeks.
go out trying to make money.
What kind of hardware repair did she happen to mention? What it
I've
was?
done repair for him, but I've done a repair for him remotely before on his laptop. So I'm guessing he needs hardware replaced on that same laptop, but she didn't specify.
Did
She
you
just
think
said
to
hardware.
ask her? Did you I mean, one of the questions I think I would have asked, especially being in your condition, is this a desktop or is this a laptop? Which leads to my next question. What do you change on a laptop hardware wise?
About the only things you can change is battery, hard drive, memory. Maybe you just need the bigger hard drive or more RAM.
Keyboard,
How difficult is it to change the processor on a laptop?
the processor is usually soldered on newer laptops.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. Or about all I want to do on a laptop, about all I think a laptop is worth doing is hard drive, or a RAM upgrade.
Yeah, hard drive should be relatively easy. Um, Rick is saying you wouldn't want to attempt it. Yeah, I kind of would agree with that. So, given your luck with people bringing you in old, ancient, outdated computers, did you think to ask how old this laptop was or is?
I've already worked on his computer, but I've already worked on this particular laptop in question before, so I know how old it is. It's no more than a couple of years.
Okay.
Alex,
Unless it's a different laptop. I mean, you never know.
have you ever
Well,
thought
that's good.
about teaching people how to upgrade their equipment?
Well, I guess that's what I will be doing with him
I mean,
if
it's business.
he comes over and
You could record it and upload it to your channel.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like there's not a lot of people who help people upgrade their equipment in this area. It sounds
really,
like a place to have
really,
like a school.
there's only two that I know of. Me and the computer repair guy that has a store up on the square.
How's his
And
business doing, or have you asked him
from
lately?
what I know, his business is still doing good. He apparently has contracts or business deals with the police department and the sheriff's department here in town. So he gets all their stuff to work on, all their stuff to fix.
Does he have any doctor's offices and lawyer's offices too?
I don't know. I just know he does stuff for the police, or he used to.
Privately or both public and private?
What do you mean? Wouldn't the police be public?
That covers that aspect of it. And then the second part of that question is, does he do their private computers and laptops and things like that?
He would if they ask him to. Like he takes in normal people's stuff. Like my mom and dad both have taken their phones to him because I can't repair phone screens and speakers in phones and that kind of stuff. So
Even if I could, I would not.
they take their phones to him, both Apple and Android. He does. If anybody says, like in any of these Facebook groups for Sheridan in this area, if somebody comes on there and says, I need a phone screen replaced or something, or an iPhone fixed or an Android fixed, somebody will say, go to Computer Solutions at the Square, which is his shop.
Right, right.
But still, Alex, you haven't answered the question. If why don't you work with teach some people how to do some of the stuff themselves in classes?
Because to be honest with you, most people are like my mom and dad. Unless they come to me like this, like this like this teenager and his mom with the computer, they really don't want to know or care to know.
Got a little bit of overtime tonight. Go a couple, about 10 more minutes, and I'll wrap it up. If you'd like to join us on the Zoom panel, the email is displayed, kstout.zoom, Z00m@gmail.com. shoot me an email. We'll get you the credentials and we'll get you up on the Zoom panel. Make sure you use 0 and not O's. I won't get it if you don't use the zeros. And then just like last night, I'm going to leave the Zoom chat for a while. Mrs. K and I are going to watch possibly a movie. We haven't decided on a movie, or we started watching season 2 of Resident Alien during dinner tonight. And I forgot how funny that show was. That was absolutely hilarious. And season 3 just started, by the way, if you're up to date with it. Maybe I could show. Yeah, Ghetto says maybe I can show people how to fix PCs.
Okay.
He can show them how to break them.
That he could do. And then he could show them how to fix them by calling Doug Betts, Live Windows Training. I'm just sitting here doing some background work on my new account. I just deleted about 100 of these things that are recommended because the algorithm's taking its sweet time trying to figure out what it is I like. So I'm speeding that process up a little bit. I've noticed a lot of the same ones keep coming up. Same picture, same caption, just different people, different pages. And I find that interesting. I could see it if it was a slightly different picture, or if it was captioned differently or something. I don't know. Maybe people are stealing it and just too lazy to change it
Did they
around.
ask you why you want to delete it?
No, no, I'm not. I have not been asked one time as to why.
Really?
Yep. Nope. Even if I
They
did,
must. They might have
give the
changed
answer.
that then.
It's possible.
Like if there was something you wanted to report, something would come up and you get a list
Yeah,
of a
right.
reason for it.
Right. Reporting, they want a reason. And I absolutely will not report anything ever again to them, because the last thing I reported was that person that pretended to be the admin of my group, and they didn't find that it had violated any of their standards. So I blocked that person and haven't had any issues of that type since. It's kind of a badge of honor to get it, actually, if you want to know the truth, because for such the longest time it had been a pretty boring page, and then all of a sudden we get infiltrated and someone's selling T-shirts. So, but I blocked it. We don't need that, and the other group I belong to with my school doesn't need it as well. So, the requests are going out a little bit more at a time right now. Long Dog shows up in chat. When you record a video on MKV and you use the remix function to make an MP4, ever had issues? I don't know what remix function you're talking about. I don't ever convert it unless I have to. I either record it and render it in QuickTime or MP4. That's it when I do that. I don't know if and I closed OBS earlier today. Or DaVinci. I don't know if I have the ability for MK4 or not. I think I do, but I'm not 100% sure. Like no sound, the video converts.
You mean MKV, not MP, not
Whatever.
MP4 or whatever.
I'm sorry I don't speak perfect English. Probably never will speak perfect English.
No, I did not say you didn't speak perfect English. I said you don't speak perfect techese.
Oh, okay. Well, you can bet your last dollar that I'll never speak perfect tech English. Not a professional. And when you're done for wider capability, you would convert the MP4 using Remux. Is Remux what? Remux is a function of OBS. It's in the final menu, second one down, I believe. Not important. I got it handled. So I'm going to look at OBS in a little bit because I've never seen it. I've never had any issues though. I use a thing called Shutter Encoder to do all of my anything I need converted from one source to another. I use Shutter Encoder. I've not ever had a problem with it.
Oh, then.
Works just fine. And it's free. It's easy. And I like it. You might want to check it out. Let me know and I'll drop a link. I kind of figured you might. Let me get you the link. Hang on. I'll go get the link and I'll put it in chat. Dropping it in
Well.
chat now. There you go. It is in chat. You started to say something, Alex?
I was just gonna say, I sent the guy from Tuesday's interview. I sent him a thank you note and told him I would let him know how Wednesday's interview went.
Hold that thought.
told-
I'm going to end the show and then we can discuss that. Hold that thought. Just keep that thought in the front of your temporal lobe there. I want to thank everybody on YouTube for joining us. I'm not going to go through and name any specific names. If you'd like to join us on Zoom, case.z00m@gmail.com. We'll get you up on the panel where we sort of more or less let our hair down and have a pretty good time most of the time. Tomorrow night will be 10 o'clock. Monday will be 10. Tuesday will be 10. Wednesday will be 10. Thursday, Friday is either going to be late or early, and I still haven't decided how I'm going to handle that. But Mrs. K is getting off work at 10 o'clock, and that's going to affect my stream. Long Dog says, by the way, I've been here for like the last half hour. Look at my past articles in the comment. I'll go back and read them all later. Long Dog. So I am going to end it. Thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. If you like what you see, hit the like button. And most of you are already subscribed, so I don't have to ask you to subscribe. 55 more subscribers, and then Tim Tech can send me a super chat. Good night.